Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. UAV awaiting orders.
Ah man, this gameplay right here, I had a lot of deaths in this gameplay, but I'd say I did a little bit better than my teammates. And you see the title and you're like, Ben, what is this? What do you have here? Well, this is a new series I'm going to start on my channel. It's called PTFailO. When I play the objective as hard as I possibly can, and my teammates, they lack the ability to do so. We lose this game, and I will not tell you how many confirms I have, but let's just say it was almost half of the confirms. It was just pathetic, but what are you supposed to do? You have to deal with what you have, and you know, I guess you could say this is partially my fault because of the final kill cam, but we'll see that when it comes around. Well, you won't see the final kill cam because this was taken on the theater because this was so insane and I wasn't recording at the time. But you'll see towards the end I kind of screwed up, and that's maybe the reason why we lost. But I didn't have confidence in my teammates to try and win this game, so I tried to do it myself and I kind of messed up. But anyways, as you can see, I'm going to run through my class loadout right here. For a sec, I am running the dual wield B-23Rs. I was trying to get these to gold, which I already have, but at the time being I was doing this. I was just running around with these things, and I'm using the lower streaks. And what I like to do is when I'm using the lower streaks, well, I like using lower streaks when I'm using a gun that maybe isn't as competitive as another gun. Like when I'm using something like the MSMC, which recently got a nice patch, which a lot of people have been talking about recently. When I'm using something that's viable, I will usually run bigger streaks like a VSAT Lightning Strike, and maybe like Warthog or, you know, Lodestar or something like that. Some of those natures I usually like to run higher streaks, but when I'm using something like this I like to compensate with using lower streaks, and it usually does pretty well for me. I usually run like UAV, counter UAV, and like Hunter Killer, or I'll run like UAV, Hellstorm, and Lightning Strike, something like that. So that's the reason, and I'm running, I'll go through my class loadout here. B-23Rs, Akimbo with Flak Jacket, Ghost, I think I'm using Extreme Conditioning and Dexterity, not completely sure, and then Scavenger, of course. And well, I like to use Scavenger when I'm using guns that I don't have to aim down sight with, obviously, and I kind of luck out right there. I'm getting a ton of points here though, it's nice. But anyways, yeah, this is going to be a new series I'm going to start on my channel, and it could be any type of game mode. It could be, you know, search and destroy, it could be headquarters, it could be, I don't know, it could be domination, but most of the time it probably will be kill confirm because it's my favorite gameplay, or favorite game type to play on this game. So we'll see, but I want to try and get some variety for you guys, you know. When my teammates can't do what I can to try to help the team win, and we end up losing because of it. So that's kind of the gist. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple idea to have for a nice series. But you know, as long as my name is Benny PTFO, might as well, you know, take a spin off of that and make a nice series called Play the Fail Objective. When I play the objective and my teammates don't, and it causes me to lose. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this series. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys about a little story about over spring break while you guys watch this gameplay in the background. Basically, we have a house in Wisconsin, or not in Wisconsin, in North Carolina, and over break, like, this isn't what I had in mind for break. What I had in mind for break was just to chill, not do much, you know, just hang out with the family, hang out with the animals around the house. But you know what, my parents, they keep on stockpiling stuff up to bring down to North Carolina, and we never go down to North Carolina. We go down there like 3 times a year. So they had all this stuff around the house that they've been wanting to bring down there, and my parents were like, well, what are we going to do with all this? And I was like, well, you know what, if you guys need somebody to drive down there, I will do it on one condition: if you pay me. So what ended up happening as I get outplayed, what ended up happening was I ended up heading down to North Carolina. It's a 700-mile trip both ways, so it's about 708 miles each way. It's about 11 hours or so depending on how I drive, which I'm gonna leave that disclosed to you guys, but I made it in about 10 and a half hours each way, so it was a pretty good drive for me, but it was very long and it was very grueling, I'm not gonna lie. I had a good time though. It's pretty relaxing. Something about that. I love driving, and you know what? Part of the reason why I wasn't just doing this to get paid, I was doing this because I love my family. And at the time, my dad got knee surgery, so he couldn't go with because he would have had his knees would have started clotting, and that's terrible. You need to leave your knees like moving so they don't clot after surgery, especially major surgery like he did. So they actually wanted me to bring a friend at first to like help me, you know, not be, I don't know, like help me with the drive, you know, just have somebody to talk to so I'm not like totally lonely. But the thing was, nobody has spring break that early, and you know, all my friends who go to community college that were home, they all had school, so I had to go by myself. And I did get paid, so that's a good thing. I got paid $200, and I actually just used some of that $200 to buy Halo 4, so you guys might be seeing some gameplay of that. And I'm kind of disappointed at the fact that in Halo 4, they only, at least I'm pretty sure about this, because I've been, my first game on Halo 4, I went 20-8, and I was really proud of that. Like, I was just like, wow, that was pretty damn good, especially for my first game from a Call of Duty perspective and player myself. I'm not exactly the greatest player of Halo 4, but you know, I'm pretty good. I'm gonna be improving rapidly, I'm sure. I've been doing pretty good, and I wanted to pull that 20-8 out of the theater and try to upload it for you guys, but for whatever reason, I think it only records in theater your last game, so I might have to, you know, free record and not rely on theater from now on. Anyways, I'm really liking Halo 4 so far, but you know, I don't know, it's different and it's challenging, and I'm looking forward to playing it even more. So yeah, I used my money to buy Halo 4, which is pretty nice. And I'm really excited to see. And oh, there was the kill cam right here. Let me show you guys this again. All right, here we go in slow-mo. I get that confirm, and I see it's 99.99 calling the UAV, and I was like, you know, I see these people. I wanted to try and take them out. Probably shouldn't have called in that UAV, but unlucky there. I go 58 and 13, 47 confirms, and we lose. Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, rating, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.